Are you serious? Are you serious, guys? The Great Compression. That's right. That's what's happening. And that's exactly what Klaus Schwab at the World Economic Forum said was going to happen to the world, was going to happen, especially to the Americans. And you'll love it. You will like it. You'll own nothing and you'll like it. Let me just tell you all about what's going on. And it's a sad situation, but let me tell you all about it. First of all, let's do this. We better save on some power. Just like groceries and gas, your energy bill is expected to keep hitting record highs over the coming months. It's reached a point where some power companies have a shocking $13 million in uncollected bills, yet costs show no signs of slowing down. This is why tens of thousands of people are starting to use this magical little device, guys. It's unbelievable, really, and thank God for it. The device is a compact, energy-saving device that helps reduce electricity bills and optimizes home power usage. You can experience this incredible cost savings it offers, okay? And right now, there's 65% off if you'll go to that link below in the description. Don'tWastePower.com. Don'tWastePower.com. You'll be glad you did that, guys. I guarantee it. Well, you got to do something. As the way inflation, taxation, migration, frustration, the Biden administration, and it's working. Oh, my goodness. Well, let me tell you what else is going on. God bless all of you. Welcome to the Coming Apocalypse. I'm Pastor Paul Begley. Are you serious? The Great Compression. And let's start with this. What is the Great Compression? It's it's the byproduct, if you will, of the New World Order. I talk about this in my book that is coming out. It's going to be shipping on March 26th. You can go right now to Amazon and get a copy of it, called Revelation 9:11. It's one of the key. We talk about the Green New Deal. Well, I call it the Green Religion, cancel culture, the all of the agendas, the new education agendas and curriculums. We talk about all the different wars and rumors of wars and all the asteroids and everything. I mean, this book covers everything to do with end times, including the World Economic Forum and what it is preaching. What is the Great Compression? Well, the Great Reset is what it is. And the Great Reset Initiative was it was an economic recovery plan, they called it, drawn up by Klaus Schwab and his associates at the World Economic Forum. In response to the pandemic, he said, the project was launched in June of 2020 with a video featuring the Prince of Wales at that time, now King Charles, who was the face of pushing for this new initiative. Its stated aim was to facilitate rebuilding a global economy based on you having nothing and you'll like it. It's called sustainable development. And the World Economic Forum Chief Executive Officer Klaus Schwab described three core components of the Great Reset: creating conditions for a stakeholder economy, building in a more resilient, equitable, and sustainable way, utilizing little bit of space, okay? Little bitty space houses of about 600 square feet, okay? Now what happens is basically one person lives in this small 600 square foot house. If two people, they are really crowded. There could be no room for children. And that kind of helps the initiative of depopulation. You won't be encouraging people to have families because you don't have anywhere for everybody to stay. You don't have enough. There's no way to sustain it. And so this keeps down the smaller families and lowers the population and saves the planet and just all the wonderful things that the Green New Deal preaches and pushes. It's the exact opposite of the blessing of God, the Lord's hand upon us. God saying, be fruitful and multiply with families and all of that. It's the exact opposite of that. You'll have nothing and you'll like it. It's totally against the Constitution of the United States, which says that this republic was made so you could have life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, that you could have land ownership, or you could own property, which is one of the big reasons that the Pilgrims left Britain and came to America in search of a better way, a better life, where you have opportunity, capitalism, and a right to own things, to own your own business, to own your own property, to own your own home, what we call the American dream. The American dream is no longer the dream of the world. The dream of the world is two classes of people, the ruling class and the rest of us, to compress us, the great compression, to keep us in as small amount of room as possible and less of us. Remember, the Georgia Guidestone said 500 million people is all the earth can sustain. Folks, there's 8 billion people here. You would have to get rid of 7.5 billion people to get to that mark. Unbelievable. So the Great Reset was the theme of the 2021 World Economic Forum. It was their theme. And it's been criticized by some commentators for promoting economic deregulation and a greater role in policy for unrepresentative private businesses, particularly large multinational corporations, at the expense of government institutions. Other folks said the scheme was for fixing the concept of education, health, and the vastly overestimated the ability of the group of decision makers to bring about global change. Okay, they called it crony capitalism. They wanted to compress it, or actually depress it, kill it, if you will. It's 15-minute cities. Okay, this is where you don't travel no more. You don't own a car. You live and you work and you survive within 15 minutes of your home. Your home would only be 600 square feet, like these behind me. These are 2-story. They're 300 square feet on the top, 300 square feet on the bottom. The amount of the lot is so small, there's hardly any grass, and they're stacked on top of one another. And notice how conveniently they put them underneath the power lines of this city. And this is the mentality, to squash, to compress, to limit you and your space, and to limit your family size, to limit your income, to limit your dream. And they don't want you traveling. You'll see, it won't be long, within 10 years, I'm going to predict that, and if not sooner, if the Lord don't come back first, flying in the air travel will be only for the global elitist, okay? And they can that way they can fly in luxury and comfort, because the rest of us are not important enough for that. Also, they're going to limit traveling by train to just the working class who have been given special permission, because you don't need to leave within 15 minutes of your house. And then the right to own a vehicle, to own a car, will be only for select individuals who have the need to travel outside of that 15 minutes based on the job they've been assigned. This is pure socialism. Actually, no. This is pure communism. It's the dream of Klaus Schwab and Noah Harari. It's the changing of the mentality of the world. It's the great compression. Now, this is already beginning. The soaring housing, but the prices of these homes are still close to, they believe, will be around $300,000 each. We're talking just 600 square feet, jammed in, neighbor after neighbor. You know, the Bible says, woe to them that who live, in house to house. In other words, jammed into small areas, house to house. Well, a 600 square foot house can be traversed. You can walk around in it in about 5 seconds. You can vacuum the entire house with one single outlet. You won't have a coffee table because it's there's not enough room to open your front door if you do. And if relatives come to visit, they can come in and visit you one person at a time. The rest need to set out in the van or car or on their bicycles if they rode their bikes to your home. Um, Richard Thornburg says, my wood shop is bigger than that. That's true, Richard. But in this new world, in this brave new world, Richard, you won't have a wood shop, okay? And you'll like it. Each of these details amounts to something that none of us are going to like, and that is modifying the American way. This is coming not only to the United States, but it will start here, but it will spread through the Western world and around the globe to keep people confined. It's easier to find and confine people, okay? It's easier to find you and confine you with this new size home jammed in, and it's less. There's less that they have to spend on you, and now this is why they bring in this universal uh, compensation, where they'd like to just put you in a small home. You ride a bicycle to go get food you need or whatever, give you a certain stipend of money a month to live off, fixed income, put you in a very small space, and compress. It's the Great Compression is really what it is. Okay, sorry about that. Um, so anyway, this is what's coming. This is the new world order. This is the new deal. This is the Green New Deal. And I talk about this and a whole lot more in my book, Revelation 9:11. Folks, we've been telling people, we've been warning people, look, the World Economic Forum said this is the way it's going to be, and there has been regulation and deregulation and political pushing and shoving to move this along, guys. This is what they want to do. This is what they want, the new American way. Are you serious? Get a copy of my book, Revelation 9:11. It is over at Amazon.com, and get 5 of them. I've said that before, and one guy laughed and said, I never heard anybody say go get 5. But I said, it's because this is more than a book. This is a tool of evangelism. This is to wake up your neighbors, to wake up your families, to wake up those Christian brothers and sisters and those who really don't realize what's going on. And my co-author, Troy Anderson, who is a Pulitzer Prize nominated journalist, loves the Lord and has interviewed everybody from Billy Graham to Jonathan Cahn. We pull from those interviews, plus the interviews I've done, plus the information that the Lord has revealed to us in the scriptures and the prophecies of the Bible and all the different things in the news and different areas that we have pulled together from research. A collection here is Apollyon is about to crawl out of the abyss. He's about to unleash the demons of hell upon the earth and to push initiatives and new, really a new way of thinking and a new way of living, if you call it living. It's a great compression. It's the Great Reset. It's called the Beast Kingdom in Revelation chapter 13. We're living in the last days. So get 5 books because you're going to want to give 4 of them away. You're going to read it. You're going to want everybody else you know to read it. But if you give that book out, you'll never get it back. So just go ahead and get 5 now and give away 4 of them to people that you know need to know the truth. And get prepared, guys. We're going to open. We're blowing the lid off this thing. This is the last days. We've got to tell people what they're trying to do to us. We're living in the last days. Give your life to Jesus Christ. Be born again. Are you saved? We're running out of time. I'll be back with more current world events and how they relate to biblical prophecy. These are the last days. I feel the walls are caving in.